If you see or hear any weird things behind me, it is the dogs. There's one. Luke is over here. He's really tired. But hello. Hi. How are you guys? It is Thursday today. If you have a keen eye, you may have noticed that I finally moved our room around. I know it's not conventional, I guess, to have the head of the bed as like a window frame, but it's opened the space in the room up so much because we had our bed in the middle of this wall before. Anyway, this is probably not interesting to heaps of people, but it's interesting to me because I much prefer the layout of this room now. And that tea that I had this morning, that was so nice. It was rose buds, and then the other one that I mixed in was like dried fruit. On a really, I say dreary, overcast day like today, it is nice to sit down with a warm cup of tea. I'm hopefully going to be photographing another recipe today. It's another like healthier dessert one. I feel like I make so many of these, and it's because they're the ones that go bananas on Instagram and on Pinterest, surprisingly. The main meals do okay, but you guys seem to love my desserts, so we'll just keep making desserts. It's a win-win here. The reason that it's not locked in as a definite yet is because this is my second time making this recipe. First time, I wasn't really 100% happy with the texture, so I just want to give it another go. If I'm happy with the texture, the flavor, everything, then I'll photograph it, and if it's all good, I'll link it in a blog post for you guys. And oh my gosh, random little update. I had my first session of laser tattoo removal yesterday. Not because there's anything wrong with the tattoos. The very first one I ever got on the back of my leg, and there's a little one on the front of my ankle. They're both on my right leg, and I still like them. I don't think there's anything wrong with them, but I want to get something bigger there. And when I sent my artist the reference images, I'm pretty sure that, you know, if he covered them, it just wouldn't look that great. I've actually got a few little cover-ups in, well, both my sleeves actually. They've done a real, like, both Drea and Chris have done a really great job of that, but for the one on my leg, I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna start some laser removal. And honestly, I was so scared of getting it done. From everything that I've heard about it, people are like, it's so painful, it's worse than getting tattooed, like everyone making it out to be so bad, and it was totally fine. Like if I rate tattoos like a, I don't know, 4 out of 10 on the pain scale, just depends where you're getting tattooed, I guess, but I find them annoying, not exactly painful. This was like a 1, and I messaged one of my friends who's had laser before, and I was like, is it just me, or like did I just go to a really good tech? And he's like, you probably got a really good tech. If you're from Melbourne and you're thinking of getting one off, this is not sponsored, by the way. I paid her for my session. I booked a few more sessions, which I will be paying her for as well. She was just really amazing, and honestly one of the sweetest people I think I have ever met in my whole life. I just came home in such a good mood. Her name's Hillary, and her shop is called melbournetattooremoval.com.au. There's a few others with similar names, but that's her exact web address. And I'm going back to see her in, how long was it? I think 8 weeks, and then another 8 weeks after that. But the ones that are on my leg are just black, so they should lift reasonably well, she was saying. And then there'll be something new, bigger in that area. Also, the other week I finished putting up my soundproofing in my office. I'm really happy with how the whole space turned out. So now the audio doesn't bounce so much if I'm doing like voiceovers and things, and now it's just a really nice environment for me to edit in. Also, I've given up on the curly hair. As you can see, my reasoning for it was it's so unpredictable. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, and I honestly think if I didn't have to film and stuff regularly, I would have continued to encourage the curl pattern. But I was just ending up with so many like bad hair days. Like if you watched my 5 habits video, when I was watching that back, I was just like, oh, I hate how my hair looks in this. And like, if I'm the kind of person where I'm gonna pick my videos apart more than anyone else can pick them apart. I know that's a bad thing, but it's I have a very critical eye for my own things. And I was just hating how my hair was looking, so I just ended up going and getting it blow dried out. Maybe eventually I can try it again, but I just didn't have the patience. Like, some days it would look amazing, some days it would look terrible. And I know to get the best curl pattern, you shouldn't be like coloring your hair or anything like that either. And I am not going to stop coloring my hair anytime soon. I'm actually very, very happy with the color of it at the moment. So that's my interesting story for the day, I guess, is I got too lazy with my hair again. So many cupcakes.
Yes. Just what we needed.
I'm actually so happy with how that recipe just turned out. I just split one with Mitch. That's my sweet tooth done for the afternoon. And this time I feel like I got the texture just right. They're fluffy and they're light, just like a proper cupcake should be. but they don't have the sugar in them. And then the icing is just such a nice way to finish it off with some lemon zest on top to give it a little bit of a kick. So if you like desserts, but you're trying to be more conscious of the types of foods you're eating, I'll leave that linked in the description box, maybe the comment section, most likely the description box, so you can try it out. We're on our way to a studio. I feel like I haven't done photography for someone else in a while now. And I'm shooting some new stuff for Suspiria.
Suspiria. Nice smile on that. Really?
Well, let's break it up. Like...
Alright. Yeah, not every shot has to be like super serious. Alright.